I bought a budget Ariel Atom, or a Nomad. It's kind of a mix between. It doesn't have the roll cage of the Nomad, but it has the off-road tires. And it's also not either of one of those. It's not an Ariel at all. It's actually a TAOTAO. So it's the same people who make that beautiful beast right there. I now own a miniature Ariel Atom. It says it's a 200cc GY6. It's actually 169cc, so I think it's just the 150. So I think they lied like 3 times. Yeah, it's just a scooter motor. It's got the same setup as the mini Jeep with like the forward and reverse gearbox, which is pretty sweet. The previous owner said that it doesn't run. The battery was dead, so I got a new battery for it. It's charging right now. And they said that the carburetor's probably toast, but I just bought the one for the scooter, like the 150cc, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna work just fine. Also, I'll be able to use the Nibby intake on this bad boy, and I think that's gonna look sweet, kind of popping up and like coming right up here maybe. So I'm gonna be able to remove the stock air box. Oh yeah, and look at the suspension, guys. Look at, it's got adjustable coilovers, which is sweet. And in the front, I don't know what kind of what you call the suspension, but it pivots, which is sweet. It looks like an F1 car or like an actual Ariel Atom. But if you guys notice, the front wheels are like towed way out. Like it's like going this way and this one's going this way. So I got to do a little bit of alignment work, but it's not a huge issue. It's sweet. Like it's like legit. I can't believe how like cool. It's got like seat belts and everything, and a spare tire, which is actually brand new, which is nice to see that they didn't actually need to use this yet. So we're gonna find out if this thing actually rips, or what I'm thinking is probably putting the Yamaha Exciter engine on this, the 570cc snowmobile engine, and seeing if we can't make this thing rip. And online, I think this thing has like 13 horsepower or something like that, but the Yamaha motor has like almost 80 horsepower because that Yamaha is sitting and we don't want it to go to waste. So as a snowmobile, it's not the best. It doesn't do great. The chassis wants to die, but the engine is beautiful. It works good, and I think in a setting where there's no snow to get up in the clutches, it's gonna do better with like a bigger radiator and a fan setup. And it's got hydraulic brakes all the way around too. This thing just keeps getting better. Oh, I should probably check the oil. Does it even have oil? Oh yeah, and it's clean too, sweet. So first things first, I'm gonna remove this carburetor out of here, and I believe this thing will run once we stick the battery in it. I did put a new spark plug in it already. I had that backup one from the scooter, so we're just gonna toss that in, and then this thing is gonna rip, I hope. I don't know how fast these things go. So like as per usual, what we usually do is a top speed run, so we're gonna have to try it. You know, see what we can do for top speed. It was such a good deal too. Like I can't believe it. This is the second one I've ever seen, so I knew I had to like grab it. All right, I'm gonna get to work. Let's do this. Let's start tearing this thing apart and see if we can't get it started. Got the carburetor out. Actually not too bad looking, so I'm just gonna get the intake manifold off of here. I think we'll be set to jet. Check out the airbox, guys. Not bad. We're gonna switch to something much better though, I think, for this. Pop up like that. Be pretty sweet looking. So I started tearing this thing apart, put it all back together, and it wouldn't start. So what was happening, so this thing has a push button start, and I couldn't figure out why it wasn't starting.
I can't hear the starter solenoid clicking, so what I did is I took the one off of the scooter and put it on the GoPro.
So I don't know what made me think this thing would start without pressing the brake. So I just went through the whole starter solenoid thing for no reason really. I just didn't in my head think that I had to press the brake to get it to start. So it actually starts. I pressed the brake, I heard the starter solenoid, and then I was like, wait a minute, I should test the starter again. Hit the thing, hit the brake, hit the button, works great. We can actually start this thing now for the first time and see what's going on with it. It's got the new carburetor on it, intake on it, and a new spark plug. That's really what all I did so far to this thing. First start of this machine, this dog is gonna go absolutely bonkers when I do this, so I apologize in advance. Should I just leave the subscribers hanging and not do my job? Is that what I should do? Do you think? Zach, taking the first test drive ever. It hasn't ever left this spot. Fires right up. Back, I'm assuming? Yep. And then 1, 2 up? No, I think that's neutral. Okay, so it's forward in the back. Yes. It runs. It works.
Oh, yeah, there is no turning radius.
You're right.
I was not expecting it to have that much, like, you know, thrust.
It does okay.
It does okay, but
Should we try and get a top speed?
now I've got just, oh, you really got to pull that.
Here. We'll go 2 people. The top speed of 2 people.
If I had to guess, I would say 28. Nah, that might be high. 26.
All right. Sounds like it's breaking out.
Yeah, a little bit, right?
Might as well just go off road through there. See what we can get to. Oh my god. Try to jump the driveway here. Oh,
That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. We'll go this way.
Oh my god, this is a bad idea.
Have you done this yet?
No.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Let me be the one to break something or someone. That's usually how it goes, right? Am I not the one that gets hurt every episode?
Every time. Okay. We did 25. You were
I was
right
close.
Yeah,
Hell
you were
yeah,
close.
all
All right. Okay. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, hang on.
Okay. Oh, it wasn't so bad.
I let out the gas. I was scared.
All right, test run.
I was scared.
That was a test run.
I wanted to see how that would go.
We can do better than that. All right.
Am I gonna make it through this?
Yeah, maybe. Yes. Full speed. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude,
Yes!
we cleared that driveway.
Dude, and it was comfortable. You know what I mean? Like, that didn't hurt. I
All right.
expected my back to hurt.
I'm gonna get out and you're gonna do it again.
Okay, yeah, with less weight. It's surprisingly, I have to say this, surprisingly stable as you know what I mean? You don't feel a lot of jerk in the steering wheel. It flies very well.
It does better in the air than it does on the
Definitely.
ground.
Definitely.
All right. All right, so with 2 of us in there, it did 25 miles an hour. So that's pretty good. That's, what am I, 200 and he's one, yeah, that's 350 pounds. That's like max capacity of that thing. And it felt like we cleared the entire driveway, to be honest. So I'm curious to see how much faster this goes.
Well, now the engine's, that one hurt a little bit more than the last one. But it was fun. So also notice I safety first before that one. Yeah, I knew I was going to full send it.
Key on, brake on, a little bit of gas.
Fires right up, dude. Sweet.
I'm in neutral. Whoops.
Don't you drive a manual?
I do.
How did you drive an automatic?
See if that sucker will start up.
All right, I'll keep it going. Except for this is running like garbage now after we jumped it, so.
Might have been something to do with that hard landing.
Let me be the one to break something or someone.
I think we need more back-end suspension.
Yeah. Now. Just take it easy. So I bought a really cool toy. Comes with a toolkit, guys. That might be the funnest thing about it. Look at all those. We'll have to use several times before we get back to the house, a quarter of a mile away. I don't know, I adjusted a screw out. I think that means more fuel. So if we're not getting enough fuel, I don't know, we're gonna limp it back to the house.
This may or may not be because I jumped it. It started after I jumped it. I'm assuming that had something to do with it. Oh! Oh!
Living the dream. There was all kinds of joy and happiness within the first like 5 minutes, and then it was just destruction. I mean, when you jump something once, you have to jump it bigger the second time.
Of course. Like the first run was just, will this work?
We got it running back to normal again. I think what happened is, I think this tank is really dirty, so a bunch of junk just went down into the tank, or into the carburetor, and just clogged it up a little bit. I cleaned it. It runs good again, so that's probably going to be an ongoing thing for a little bit, but not a huge deal. I have a couple extra gas tanks we could probably just throw on this thing. How exciting is this thing? How exciting is this build idea? It's going to be crazy if I can actually pull this off, which I plan to. What do you guys think we should do? Do you think we should put the exciter engine in this thing, or do you think we should try and find another engine that we should put in here? What should we do? You put it in the comments, let us know. As always, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and we'll see you next time.